Hello and welcome to this short training on building builders, how to identify a new associate that you can mentor into becoming a builder. Now, a builder associate, the builder rank is somebody who has earned over $200 in 1 week with their business. Now, when associate does that, that's like a significant amount of money. An extra $200 check is like, oh, wow, if I can do that on a consistent basis, I'm making an extra $1,000 a month or close to $1,000 a month, an extra $10,000 a year though, for sure, doing that consistently. And when somebody does that, what that does is it basically buys you time to help grow them into really the next full-time associate. Like someone who can go builder, if you can make $200 in a week, you can make $2,000 in a week teaching other people how to go builder. So these are 5 things that you need to be looking for when you identify somebody to become a builder. Now, not all associates are going to have the characteristics, right? Like, of course, they need to have the things we talked about, being coachable, willing, coachable, and hungry. But here are the 5 things you got to do. Okay, so those 3 weren't the 5. Okay, so the first thing, the first conversation that you have to have with somebody around going builder is that, well, they're going to have to learn about the 200-point auto order every 4 weeks, okay? Because a lot of times people will sign up and they won't fully activate their business, and that's okay. If somebody does that, like let's say somebody signs up and they didn't buy like all the volume, maybe they bought like maybe 4 or 5 products to try, but they followed all the directions on the launch, right? Like you did the first hour training, they invited 20 people, and then the next day invited 20 more, and they're just performing really well on the upfront, like the first week of mentorship and training, and they're getting lots of people onto the webinars, and they're enrolling clients. At that point, what my main goal is number 1, I want to get their business active, right? Which means get them to the 200 points to activate their 3 business centers. And the number 2 is I want to explain to them that in order to keep your business paying at the max, you have to do 200 points every 4 weeks. And if that 200 points is too much for you to buy personally, then we'll just get it from other clients that you invite. So if you get, let's say, 100 points for you, then the clients that you bring in help you get the other 100 points. But you've got to figure out how to be on that 200-point auto order every 4 weeks. That is the first thing that you've got to figure out. And if you're wanting to become a builder and you're not on a consistent 200-point auto order and you're saying it's too expensive, that's not an excuse, because you can use other people's orders. So if you prospect a lot and you hustle and you serve a lot of people, you will get the orders you're missing, and you can stay on that 200-point every 4 weeks thing. And if you don't, like let's say that you maybe had a month where you just did 100, or you didn't quite get to 200, you did like 120, so you're short by 80 points. You can actually get them later, and USANA will backdate it. So if you sign up, let's say a client in your personal volume 2 weeks late, USANA will backdate it so that you're at that 200. So you've got to develop that consistent habit of 200 points every 4 weeks and learning the 4-week cycle. All right. So if they're not doing that, then there's just no way that their business is going to be active enough or live enough to generate the income. Like that's just what you got to do. And quite frankly, you can do it for free, right? I mean, if you got other people's orders all the time, it's just how important it is to you. And also, if you think about it, compare it to like a traditional business. A traditional business, I mean, somebody who has a Subway restaurant, they're paying $10,000 a month to buy bread and electricity and payroll and employees and all the things. With your USANA business, a 200-point order of products is like $280. It doesn't even pay for like the electric bill, okay, of a traditional business. So in that sense, like you've got to have that mentality, no excuses, 200 points every 4 weeks. But again, we work with you. If you can't afford it, you can still find the solution. So if that is where you're at right now, talk to your mentor and figure out a plan. Everything is figure outable, okay? So that's the main thing. Once that is going, okay, once the 200-point auto order is going every 4 weeks, then the next thing is the attributes that we just talked about: willing, coachable, and hungry. So those kind of go hand in hand, right? Because if you're willing, coachable, and hungry, you're going to figure out the 200-point auto order thing. Okay, so I probably should have put those in reverse. But that's the second attribute for identifying a builder. All right, now the third thing is giving them assignments. Now, giving assignments is an art, right? Like we're all learning from Eric Worre that giving assignments is really important. But if I give you an assignment, like let's say you're one of my new associates and I ask you, you know what, or I say your assignment, I tell you, whatever. I mean, the reason why assignments are so effective is because we were born in the employee mentality where you're always told what to do. And people just like that security of just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So that's why the assignment thing works, because it helps people like with that kind of thing that they're used to. Okay, I know sometimes it causes rebellion, but a lot of times people really do love the assignments. Now, calibrated assignments means that if I give you an assignment to do, let's say 10 invites, and you do the 10 invites, then when we talk the next day, I'm going to say, well, you know what? I want you to do 15 invites because you did so great. I want you to do 15. It's going to be huge for your business. You do 10, you do 15, I might give you a harder assignment. Now, if you don't do 15, then I'll go back down to 10. And the assignments aren't always around invites. They could be around doing a Facebook Live. It could be around showing up to a webinar. It could be around taking your products every day for the next 7 days. So the assignments are going to adjust. And so you have to be basically doing calibrated assignments with your person to help them hit to the builder and above status, right? Now, that's the third one. Okay, the fourth thing is inviting consistently to events, right? So inviting to Sip and Scrubs, inviting to the doctor's events. That is a consistent habit that's got to happen to generate enough business to earn a $200 check. And then the fifth thing is personally enrolling 10 clients and 3 distributors. That's about enough volume to generate a $200 check in your business. And it depends, because a lot of you might just enroll 20 clients and could also do it, but roughly 10 clients and 3 associates. And that's what's going to help your person generate enough volume to get to the builder status. And when you get somebody to builder, you basically bought an entire year of time with that person. Like someone who hits builder, it's like they're going to be putting out the good effort. And so you just keep getting people win after win after win. And again, when if you want to measure the true health of your business, it's how many people are going builder each month in your business. Okay. And if you're not a builder yet, or if you haven't made a $200 check in a long time, then make that your goal, is to get to a builder status. Again, be like a born again builder. Okay. But once you're there, then also learning how to mentor people to builder. Once you've done that, you can build a huge, huge business, because you're going to basically be able to build a bunch of really strong people. And then you teach them to build builders, and you teach them to build builders, and it's a process. But we go through that process together, and that is the main 5 things that you need to be focused on as you go through. And it's really just kind of a trial and error type of thing as well, right? But the heart of this business is making a difference in people's lives. It's really contributing, right? Being your best leader, so that you can be the best for them and give them the example. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to open it up for questions for the last few minutes of the webinar. Let's keep this recording going. And anybody who has any final questions, I'm going to open it up for a couple of minutes. So let's turn on some webcams. Don says 3BC is very important to start new associates. Yeah, Don, I'll start them off with a 3 business center, but if they don't start with 3BC, I'll let them start wherever they're at and then let them upgrade. Phyllis is registered for suite. Awesome. Patty's putting Jamaica on her dream board. Great job. All right, so people are having to jump off. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we end tonight? All right, well, I guess then that's going to do it. I love you all. Let's go ahead and unmute the lines and everyone say good night and God bless.
Good night, God bless.
Jared. Good night. God bless.
Good night.
Good night and God bless.
Everyone.